Throughout Ramadan month, we tell stories of different Indonesians living in different countries about their unique Ramadan experiences. And this afternoon, we have Fikriyah from Kedah, Malaysia, and Andi Iksan Asmil from Chongqing, China, who are here with us through Zoom. Hello, good afternoon to Fikriyah and Andi Iksan.
Hello, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining
Hello.
us on Focus today and for giving us your precious time. This should be a fun time to do ngabuburit just before you break your fast later on in the afternoon. Now let me talk first to Fikriyah in Kedah, Malaysia. If I'm not mistaken, Kedah in Malaysia is at the northern part. It is quite near to Vietnam. Is that true? And if that's so, the climate should be quite different than what we are accustomed to in Indonesia. How is the weather right now over there, Fikriyah?
Weather right now is
Okay, can you hear me, Fikriyah?
yeah, hear you.
All right, so how's the weather like right now in Kedah, Malaysia?
So
All right, maybe I should ask you about your fasting rituals. Is this your first time fasting abroad, far away from home in Indonesia?
No. So actually, I come to Malaysia 2022 before Eid Fitri. So this is actually my third Ramadan, especially in Kedah, Malaysia. So I'm not really. I'm real like familiar with the vibes and the atmosphere here because it's not quite different from Indonesia.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, may I ask what you're doing there in Kedah, Malaysia, Fikriyah? Are you studying? Are you working? And where are you from exactly in Indonesia?
Yeah, I'm from Jakarta,
Okay.
especially Jakarta in Indonesia. And currently, I'm taking my bachelor degree at a national university. So I am taking a major in Bachelor of Economics. This is my second year here. Um,
All right, that's exciting. Now, let me go to Andi Iksan Asmil in Chongqing, China. Now, Andi, please excuse my lack of knowledge about the whereabouts of Chongqing, China. Could you please tell us where is exactly Chongqing in China?
Okay. Well, Chongqing, China in in the part of Tiongkok. China.
Okay,
Actually,
how
I
far
don't
is
know
it from
I don't
Beijing?
know the exact. Oh, how far is it from Beijing? Yeah, we need to take airplane to go there. I don't know the exactly how far is it. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. May I ask what you're doing there in Chongqing? Are you also studying like Fikriyah?
Yeah, yeah. For me, I'm now a first year student in Chongqing, China.
Okay, and where are you from exactly in Indonesia?
Oh yeah, thank you for asking. I'm from South Sulawesi, Makassar in Indonesia.
Wow, so from North Sulawesi, from Makassar, and now all the way in China during your first year of studies. That must be really exciting for both of you. But I imagine it would be quite difficult to perform key rituals during the Ramadan month, such as fasting, performing tarawih prayers. How do you do that? Maybe Andi can tell us first?
Okay, for me, uh, there's a masjid. Chongqing Masjid. There's a place for where the Muslim community gather for prayer and do iftar together. And this masjid, Chongqing Masjid, is not only place for worship, but also be a symbol of the rich history and heritage of Islam in Chongqing, China.
Okay, so that's interesting to know. We don't know China as a big
But
Muslim country, but there is a Muslim community in Chongqing that you can spend Ramadan with.
mm,
Okay, do
yes,
you know many other Indonesians who live in Chongqing?
yeah, I have like a lot of senior here. They are also Muslim, but we can. Sorry, actually, the Masjid Chongqing Masjid, what I mean masjid, unfortunately, that masjid is quite far from my place, from my
Oh,
college, so I
okay.
cannot, yeah, so I cannot go there daily.
Okay, so where do you do your Traweh prayers then?
Yeah, for me, I do with my others friends with others another language, another country, but also Muslim like me. I do in my dorm, in my dormitory with
Okay.
my all of my friends.
All right, now let me go back to Fikriyah again. Although, of course, Kedah, Malaysia is quite similar to Indonesia, you have also explained that it is quite easy for you to adapt, but there must be some differences compared to Indonesia. So how do you find fasting in Kedah, Malaysia, especially now that this is your third Ramadan, right? What have you learned so far? How is it like?
Okay, thank you. So experiencing the Ramadan month in another country, especially in here in Malaysia, I don't think that big difference between Indonesia and here Malaysia. I think atmosphere, the ambience, the hawkers that selling food for iftar, it's pretty much the same actually, but there's maybe like a couple of things that might be a little bit different. Um, for example, the record for Trawi that we performing here is maybe like in Indonesia, Rokat Trawi is 11 with the wheat here. But here we performing like 23 Rokat is maybe quite different in terms of Tarawih prayer, but any other that I don't think that it's much different between here in Malaysia and Indonesia. But I want to highlight um, the Kedah is like different with the Penang or KL. Uh, usually you find Indonesian food there in is Kedah. It's very hard for us to find Indonesian food.
Oh,
So during the Ramadan, if you want Indonesian food, you just can't cook your food, or maybe you can try to find, but it's hard. I don't like have a difficult things to survive in here, especially in Ramadan.
okay. So hopefully that will give you the chance to upgrade your cooking skills, Fikria. Maybe you'll become a better cook once you get home to Indonesia with all the practice that you have, right? Now, if I could ask,
Yeah.
do you know many other Indonesians living in Kedah, and do you get to spend time with them to do Taraweh prayers, for instance? Or maybe you have plans on spending Idul Fitri with the Indonesian friends? Is there like a consulate general that you know where you can go to do Salat Id, for instance?
Yeah. So many a lot Indonesian friends in here. So um so uh for Trawi for Eid Fitri is with Indonesian friends
Okay.
and here.
All right. Now, maybe you could also tell us, Andy, how do you prepare your meals for iftar and also for sahur, for pre-dawn, and also for breaking your fast? Now, Fikriya have already said that she cooks her own meals. How about you?
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, for me, it's a difficult thing for me to prepare my sahur and iftar because in my dorm, this prohibited to cook in my dorm. So, but no problem. In my college, there's a Muslim canteen. They serve halal food for us, especially for me, Muslim students in the college. So when the time I have iftar, I also bought for food for my sahur, and I bring it to my dorm.
Okay, so that is how you adapt to your new and different environment, yeah, Andi. Okay, one last question to both of you before I let you go. Just a quick word, one word that you miss the most about Ramadan in Indonesia, not that you're spending it abroad in a foreign country. How about you, Fikria? One thing you miss the most from Indonesia during Ramadan, especially from Jakarta?
What is miss the most, especially the most different thing that I cannot go eat here is my mom's cook for of course. And I spend Ramadan with all my family because I have been away for them. Actually, this is my third Ramadan as well in here in Malaysia. And I'm not going back to home in Indonesia, but we don't have a holiday here. So being abroad from my family and spend the Ramadan, hard is like, like sometimes feel sad, but uh, yeah, alhamdulillah, I have a lot Indonesian friend in here. So that's okay. But I want to spend my next Ramadan in home if I can.
Okay, so mom's cooking and your family, that's what you miss the most, Fikria. How about you, Andi? What do you miss the most about Ramadan in Makassar?
Okay, maybe I have same answer as Fikria. I really miss my mom's cooking and also spend my time for Ramadan. Ramadan, I mean, for doing tarwi, doing iftar together with my friends, with my family. But beside that, when I told you I'm going to Chongqing Masjid, they really welcome to abroad people like me. That's why I really feel blessed to be able to experience Ramadan in here also.
All right, so missing home very much, but very grateful indeed to be where you are right now. Thank you so much, Fikria in Kedah, Malaysia, and Andi Iksan Asmil from Chongqing, China, for talking with us. All the best for the rest of your Ramadan. Have a blessed one, and I hope maybe after this, you'll be calling your moms to tell them that you miss them. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.